Welcome, this is Bodger1234, and this is part 3 of my video series on staying safe in low-sec or null-sec. In this video, we're going to talk about creating general safe spots. This is actually a more involved procedure than setting up a gate or a base safe spot, so I'm giving a whole video to that process. I have my save locations for this system already set up. I'm about 10 kilometers from a gate as if I had just entered the system. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. The very first point that you find is you try to pick, you're at a gate. You try to pick the farthest location, either a planet, a station, another gate. Well, actually, you wouldn't want another gate. It's a station or a planet, some other celestial object or astronomical object that is as far away as you can be. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly to that location. This does not count as a safe spot because you're on a direct line from one astronomical object to another, and that's easy to find with a combination of combat scanners and directional scanners. So this will be a throwaway location, but it's where you start the process. Now, the way you do to save a location is you fly there, so you're going to be warping, so it's going to be fast, and you hit Control B about halfway between where you are and where you're going, and hit Control B, which saves the spot, or which brings up a dialog for a safe spot. You hit return quickly. You need it done quickly at about the halfway location, and that gets you started in the process. So I've selected the object so I can see it here on my selected object here. I'm going to warp to 100, whatever, and I'm going to see it's about 40 kilometers, so around 20 kilometers. I'm going to hit Control B and return. All right, I saved it. It's not perfect. It never will be perfect, but you get it as best as you can. So it showed up right here as a spot in the solar system in the default folder. And I'm going to change the name of it right now. I'm going to call it Throwaway because it is not a permanent safe spot. Okay, it's now called Throwaway. But next thing I do is I warp to within 0 of my throwaway location. And this is how, and from now on, we're going to actually create real safe spots. But you need this throwaway spot to create the safe spot, because we're going to start by going to another celestial object, and halfway between I'll throw another spot, but I'm not between two astronomical objects. I'm perpendicular to a line that's between two astronomical objects, but I'm not on a line between two astronomical objects. And so that's why this is more safe than something else. So let's see, what would be farthest away for us? Well, we can go to Roca for 9. So I select it, and I'm going to do the exact same process, warp to 100, and halfway through it'll be about, 19, or excuse me, 15, 14, something like that. So we're watching the numbers here. Bingo. It's not perfect, don't have to be perfect, but it's a place to start. So I'm going to go back to that location. And while that's flying there, I'm going to change the name. Roco dash save spot number. Now I've already got 3, so I'm going to call it 4. Save. I have in the default folder and doesn't expire. Okay, so I'm in a true safe spot, so I can now throw away my throwaway spot. All right, now let's find another location here. Let's go to this asteroid belt. I'm going to go warp to within 100, I'm going to set up to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go at about 15. Here we got our pseudo safe spot. Well, that's fine. I'm going to rename it. I'll call it the fifth safe spot. Right mouse click, warp to bin 0. I've already deleted my throwaway spot. And we would continue doing this until we've got a comfortable number of safe spots. Probably 5, 6 would be good, 7, whatever you have time for. But that's the procedure. It's simple, but it's a lot more involved than doing just the gate safe spot or a base safe spot. Thank you, and let's see you on part 4 of my video series.